What's next for AEW? Now I see my AEW content kind of gets my last AEW video. Appreciate y'all, whoever listened to it, and it drew some controversy for what I seen. Some people's kind of roasted me in the comments. I bring all the smoke. I never block nobody for telling me how they feel. That's what this channel's for. Express how you feel. Talk your shit. You might make me change my mind. I still feel like AEW's development for WWE, but to be fair, we're in the middle where there's so much work out there for us. There's people jumping everywhere. We're always gonna have company jumps. That's just regular. So that's bound to happen. You're gonna have WWE guys going over there. You got AEW guys going over there. TNA guys going over. New Japan is a never ending bidding war. Everybody wants the best roster they can get. So that's just what it is, you know. But what's next for AEW? What would be my suggestions for AEW's? What's the best direction for AEW to go in the next 5 years? Oh, well, it's very simple. One of them, they're not going to stop doing, but I would suggest if you're going to talent, get talent we've never heard of and just build them. Get low level talent. Like Josh Alexander is actually a good level. He's not a uber big name. He TNA at this point is pretty much indie with prestige. It's like Ring of Honor before Ring of Honor died. It's literally like that in so many ways. Although the WWE has revived it a lot though. But it's no longer a major company. That's irrelevant though. But Josh Alexander with them, he's in AEW. Now I haven't been having a chance to watch because I don't got backs and I got other things going on, but I haven't had a chance to really watch everything, just little clips and little highlights. So I can't really point out details. I don't know if Josh Alexander was on the show. I haven't heard anything, which that's another situation they got to really stop doing. Do not bring in guys, and then leave them directionless after a while. Now, he joined the Don Callis family the last time I checked, but it ain't about Josh Alexander. But I was just bringing up the point with Hill. He's a low-level talent that you can build. He's not that known. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. What's the guy named Christian Blake? And then what's the other, something Knight. Kevin Knight. He looked like Kevin Holland. Who else? Like Nick Wade. He's still very young. I know he's been around like in 2 years now or something like that, but super young. I don't know how old Kip Sabian is, but he could be very useful. It really is not the roster's the problem. I just think AEW needs to focus on just building new guys if that's what you're going to do as far as bringing in new talent. Of course, with them being a new company, it's inevitable for them to use familiar faces. That's something they're going to always do. WWE does the same thing, except AEW is not familiar as WWE, but in the wrestling bubble, we pretty much know who everybody is. That's why Penta got a good reaction when he first came in. Yeah, they was in a more Latino populated place, but still, that's the genius of WWE by giving them a spotlight that's kind of no way is going to fail. But then, he pretty much got over pretty fast with that Zeto Metal. Every crowd says it with him. So, that should tell you something right there. When Jade Cargo came over, she got a nice pop for her to be in AEW. So the wrestling bubble, we pretty much know who everybody is. You know what I'm saying? So WWE does the same thing. That's why I still said, that's my point of basically WWE, AEW is WWE's development. They picked up a bunch of people that never got a big break or was never discovered. Like, well, I wouldn't say never discovered. Of course, let me rephrase that. People that AEW didn't give a big break or make a super duper star where, or couldn't keep these people. Put all those together. Jay Cargill, Penta, whatever. It ain't about the fumble. It's not about that. It's not even a fumble. But it's a fumble for them because WWE's going to pick it up. And despite AEW, this is why all these people I said are already looked at a little better than what they were in AEW. Because WWE knows how to make everybody look bigger than what they really actually are. AEW needs to focus on learning how to do that. They got a few people right. They did do right with Jade Cargill. But I think that was Cody Rhodes and his team protected her, obviously, because he had his first match with Jade. He was a part of Jade Cargill's first match ever with Shaq in Red Velvet. So, yeah, Cody was definitely behind Jade Cargill's project because when he was around, you seen the presentation of Jade Cargill. As soon as he left, the presentation of Cargill became kind of up and down and iffy. She was still unbeatable, but it was up and down and iffy. So AEW not only needs to focus on building new people, new, totally different people you never heard of, just build out of stars, but they need to focus on their own roster and put the stock in their own roster. I would suggest also it's time to find new pillars. Yeah, you don't really have to say it out loud, but we need to just work on at least a good 10 guys that's going to take over AEW. 10 guys and girls, because the women's division for sure definitely needs some crutches. Because Mercedes Moné being in that Owen Hart Cup tournament, and I think she's at the finals. I think she's at, what's the next pay-per-view? Is it Double or Nothing? And she's going against Jamie Hayter. And I'm just kind of like, bro, why she's even in this to begin with, bro? And now, I predicted this, bro. Go back and watch my video months ago, last year actually, where I was talking about Okada, Mercedes Moné, and Will Ospreay before they even, all three of them really even showed up. I think Will Ospreay had his first match against the Cat this time. So, I've said in that video, Mercedes Moné, when she first won the title, bro, I said, it only think it was that video. I forgot it was, but I predicted this last year. I knew when she became the TBS champ, when she beat Willow Nightingale, I knew she was going to be Jade Cargill 2.0. She has not lost a match in a year. She's pretty much beaten everybody. She win this tournament, which is a huge possibility. She's going to lose her first match against Toni Storm. Toni Storm's going to be a double champ. If that's what they're doing, I'll take that. But the sacrifice they took for this, it's time for the women's division to have a whole completely reconstruction immediately. Because this is bad. She literally just pretty much ran through the entire roster. The entire roster, pretty much. Anybody you cared about or even tried to care about. Mercedes Moné ran through all of them. Beat all of them clean. Not even cheating. I can't remember a match this girl even cheated in. So that's what makes her worse. She's beating these girls clean. Now, they could swerve us and give us Jamie Hayter rematch against Toni Storm. I'll take that too. Because I don't know why Mercedes Moné is in this, but that women's division is in dire need of making stars. Dire need. And something definitely got to give. The tag team division. They got to build up somebodies to take out the Hurt Business because they look unbeatable. It can be a good thing, but that's also a bad thing because this tag team division, without them being tag team champs, that tag team division loses any steam. It's already lost a hell of a lot of steam, but with the Hurt Syndicate being the coolest team, them losing hurts that division. And that's the problem. You need to build up some teams that looks believable enough to beat them. Who you got right now? Because right now, we might as well say the Hurt Syndicate is face. So you need to build up FTR. You need to build up the Young Bucks. They're both heel teams, but so what? It's about the tag titles. And then I think another team you need to build up, you should have built up, was fucking Brian Cage and Lance Archer. The Don Gallows family. What are we doing here? We need the Righteous is another team you could build up. There's a few teams, man. But the tag team division needs a deeper look, and it needs a different blueprint. The world title scene needs a dramatic change. Joe's not going to beat Moxley. I don't think Joe should be champ. I am a... Look, listen, I can't even say that with a straight face. Of course I want Joe to be champ. He can be champ 10 times. I'm always going to be happy. But I wanted Swerve to be champ, bro. That's just me. Like, I wanted Swerve to be champ because I want Hangman and Swerve. Why is that so hard to, like, understand? That's the best feud. And we've been waiting for a while for that fourth match. And this time for the world title? You could have had this at Double or Nothing or All In. Hangman versus Will Ospreay, by the way. I'm going to find a way to watch that pay-per-view. This pay-per-view is cooking up to be way fucking better than WrestleMania 41. I don't even want to hear it. Watch I put up a poll. Which was better, Double or Nothing or WrestleMania or All In or WrestleMania? Oh, the poll is still going to have Dirty with it. Because people are bots, man. Nobody likes the truth. Dirty pay-per-views are not better than AEW pay-per-views. They're just not. They're less exciting, and nowadays there are only 5 matches. They be okay, they be decent, some be good, but like not all of them hit like that. And WrestleMania 41, oh, that shit did not hit. But ironically, that was an AEW show. The in-ring was AEW. All the matches were pretty good to decent. Honestly. The actual in-ring part of things was pretty good. It reminded me of AEW. Anywho, I would suggest no more new championships. You don't need them. I think they should separate the fucking brands. It's time. It's time. Like, get your Collision roster, get your Dynamite roster. So, split the titles up. The world champion and the tag team champions are the ones that you can see on both shows. Because there's only one world champ. But which it seems like they're kind of doing that, to be honest, in weird ways. As I even speak, as I think about it. The TNT title is basically the world title in Collision. Because it's been defended in Collision. Daniel Garcia whole title run has been on Collision. Look like Adam Cole doing the same thing. So I think they're doing that, and hopefully it stays like that. Even though I don't even watch Collision like that. But hopefully it stays like that. It's just better. It gives everybody more opportunity. Because or you need to cut weight. I think they should cut weight. It's unfortunate, but it's a harsh business. You need to just get rid of all the dead weight on this roster. People that just ain't got nothing to offer. But of course, the AEW is in dire need of creative change. Of course, so they kind of need to hire people and get out the way and just oversee everything, but just get out the way. I understand you wanted to be in your vision, which is a cool vision. As far as a wrestling fan, he liked good matches. So do I. He liked that dynamic of a really wrestling based company. I like it too. Just give us a little bit more stories. Just a little bit more stories than one or two good stories that go throughout the months. Try to give us any little thing you can give us. Not saying he does it on certain levels, but like I think with somebody like Danhausen, I don't really know why you're not using Danhausen. You didn't see the reactions he got. I don't know. He got big pops, and he's exciting because he got a very unpredictable mystique about him. Why you're not using this guy? I think he would be great for Dynamite right now. Something a little fresh and different. I don't know. And we need to establish, I think AEW needs to establish more of levels a little bit. We need to establish, it is, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling, man. I am rambling. But AEW, man, I just want them to succeed. I don't want it to be years later. There's no more second big company and we're back to square one. Because WWE will suck again if that's the case. We all know AEW is the reason why WWE start booming. And for all the people that say they're not booming, they're looking at the viewership. No, I explained this why Cody Rhodes got the world title. It ain't got shit to do with any of his runs. He helped build a whole nother market. Do you understand what that means? He gave a whole nother door to open to hundreds of people to get jobs, getting paid. He is a part of a team that got a billionaire to fund this. That's why he got his world title. That's why they made him the top guy. That's why. It don't have shit to do with his ring. They don't give a fuck about that. Drew McIntyre did the same thing and came back, and my boys still can't catch a break. They give him little trophies, but Drew McIntyre can never catch a break. Why? Because if Drew McIntyre would have made his own company and it was successful, like an AEW, I bet you Drew McIntyre would be the face of the company. Just like Cody. That's for all the people that says WWE's not the boom or talk shit about AEW. Both wrestling companies, dude, AEW and WWE coexist because competition is always good. And I know what y'all thinking the viewerships ain't competition. It's still competition. Doesn't fucking matter. Fans are still flocking back and forth. You're talking to one of them. Because I'm a fan of WWE and AEW. So, and there's people that are fans of TNA, AEW, and WWE, and New Japan. So they're all over the place. You ain't thinking that deep. I know that just kind of get off subject, but I had to address the haters that just do hate videos for AEW and WWE. And I understand it, like, without each other, especially the hate AEW gets. Without AEW, bro, WWE would suck. Really bad. It would have never jumped. Never. But doesn't matter. All that's irrelevant. AEW hopefully goes in the best direction and be mass successful. Like, share, subscribe, dislike, all the good shit. Comment below. We are out.